Sometimes you have somebody that likes to talk, likes to hear himself talk about any subject, but is at a point where he's not really looking to develop relationships. He's looking to just, be on a stage. He's not looking to help anyone. He's looking to just get fame. On someone like that, there was one time a story. The Mikor Baruch says there was one time a conference where there was one person wouldn't let anybody else talk. And then one guy at the table wanted to get him to stop the talking, but you have to do it in a clever way. So the guy talked, and eventually he said, one time I heard so-and-so say, and the other guy said, liar, that's a lie, you didn't hear it at all. He goes, what? How do you know I lied? Well, you were there. He goes, no, it's not possible that you heard anybody say something, because you never let anybody talk.
That's legit.
And then, so...
Some people start a fire because they want to shut it off.
Right.
Then they end up burning the whole neighborhood. It happened.
So now, we have to understand when to talk, when not to talk. The next thing is, it says, "V'lo hamidrash hu ha'ikar, ela ha'ma'aseh." Ha'ma'aseh. V'kol ha'marbe dvarim mevih chet. So it says, after we understand the significance of talking and being quiet and so on, it says, okay, if you're going to already talk, let it be worthwhile talk. Let it not only be permissible talk, but let it be worthwhile. Because he's saying here in the Mishnah, it's not that you just giving a speech. Great, you gave a speech. You gave 1,000 speeches. What happened out of it? Did somebody do tshuva? Did somebody improve their life because of it? Did something happen? Like, what was the point? What's the bottom line? Somebody leave the place with tzitzit on? Did somebody late tefillin the next day? Did somebody keep Shabbat? Did somebody get married? Did somebody have a kid? What happened? What's the point of your speech other than you making money? What happened? Is there a point for your speech, Bichlal? If someone doesn't consider this part of the Mishnah important, they could be a speaker speaking 15,000 lectures in their life, with not one purpose, not one point, not one reason for them, not one contribution to the world. All they cared about is being one of these scholarly looking people that today, a lot of the darshanim, even if they're rabbis, they all look like models. They're all groomed, and this, and the fruit, and the tie is this, and the tie is that, and everybody's like all groomed, and they all speak a certain way, and they all learn a certain way of speaking. You have to say this, you have to say that, you have to say, you have to order, and you have to make sure you mention the Mishnah, you have to make sure this, you have to make sure, and sometimes they'll give you a certain sheet so you can follow it. All nice and all. Great, do it, whatever you got to do. If it works for you, great. They make PowerPoint presentations. Chazak u'baruch. Great. What's the point? Something happen out of it? Did somebody do tshuva? Did somebody get chizuk? Did somebody not get divorced because of you? Did something happen? Or everybody said, oh, what a good speaker. And that's it. And they went home and they went to sleep and nothing happened. Are you looking to be an aristocrat? Or are you looking to help people? Because it's not the theory that's important. It's not your ideas and your speaking skills and your sophisticated PowerPoint presentation and how you arrived at the climax of the conversation and how you broke down and you connected a bunch of complex issues and broke them down into a simple formula and made yourself look like you're a brilliant speaker and wow. Who cares? Something happened. What's the tachlis? Something happened. There's a result, there's money, there's something, there's what's the point? Because if you don't consider this part of the Mishnah, your whole life's a waste of life. Everything is a waste. Whether you're a public speaker or you're private. Whether you're speaking to your kids to educate them, or your wife to develop a relationship, or you're president of some organization. If you don't consider this part of the Mishnah, everything we just said up to this point is meaningless.
Like all or nothing.
It's either you're going there to say words that are of value, or you're just wasting your time. Or you're just tochen mayim. Rav Kook once said, I don't speak because I have the power to speak. Oh Hashem, very powerful rabbi, very big rabbi. He says, I don't speak because I have the power to speak. I speak because I don't have the power to remain silent. I see a bunch of sinners, I don't have it in me to let them continue sinning. I love Hashem too much. I love Hashem too much to see all my brothers and sisters get themselves first-class tickets to Gehenom by being Mechalel Shabbat and all of these other major sins. I speak because I don't have the power to see them go and destroy their life, destroy their marriages, destroy their kids, destroy their everything. This is one of the people that don't understand the Mesirut Nefesh that's required to do this, to do Kiruv, to do what Rav Mizrahi does, to do what I try to do it this style, specifically. More so than anything else. Not because anything else doesn't work or anything like that. There's certain styles that work, there's certain styles that don't work. But this style, Baruch Hashem, when you're teaching people the entire Torah, you're teaching them the nice things, the not so nice things, the Yirah and the Ahava, you also gain yourself a lot of haters. You get yourself a lot of people that don't necessarily like you, but 50, 100-fold more people that love you and do tshuva and convert and do everything good. For every one hater, you have thousands of people that love you and did tshuva and everything changed. But who wants to get a hater? Even if you have one hater, I got one email. This one guy hates me like I was Hitler. And it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel terrible. Like, why does somebody hate me? What did I do to you? What, I kill your parents? What did I do to you? You hate me? Okay, you don't like what I said. What I said it, I created it. Guy hates me. But what keeps me going?
Your supporters.
Thousands of people, Baruch Hashem, that, oh great, this, that. That's it. They appreciate the Torah, not me. Who cares about me? Me, the point is to appreciate the Torah, appreciate the truth. The point being here is that
See, if you ain't got no
when people, okay, Baruch Hashem. But now the point being is, people say, you talk about Yirat Hashem all the time, fear of Hashem, fear of Hashem, fear of Hashem. Why don't you talk about Avat Hashem like they do in Breslev? Why don't you talk about Avat Hashem like you do in, a Chassidut? Why don't you talk about Avat Hashem like they do at Chabad? Why don't you talk about Avat Hashem?
More advanced people.
No. It's not that it's for more advanced people only.
You teach both, though. You also teach us Ahava.
The only reason that I do this, the only reason that Rav Mizrahi has been doing it for 22 years, 23 years.
You're the only ones doing it?
The only reason we do this is because we love Hashem more than anything else in the world. Because there's no other benefit. There's no money in it. You don't get paid for lectures. You're giving lectures for free. You have, once in a blue moon, you get a donation. The millionaire is going to build 15 bet knesses before he sponsors 1,000 CDs. And it's not like you keep the CDs. You give them out to people. It's free. It's not like you keep the books to you. I have a collection of books. You give them the books for free. All the stuff costs money. The millionaire is going to support $50,000 Hanukkah party before he gives you a $500 check to help you survive the month. There's no money in it. You don't charge money for lectures. You have guys that wrote a book, so they charge $15,000, $20,000 a lecture. No one ever did tshuva from that guy's lecture, but they're still going to pay him $15,000 for the lecture. No one ever even got a chizuk from him, but he's still going to pay him $15,000 for a lecture. You go from different places every day to give lectures for free, not $1 you charge. If somebody wants to donate, they donate, but you don't charge. So there's no money in it. On top of that, you have a bunch of people that don't like you. Especially people that are supposed to be your friends, like other rabbis. What do? Instead of helping you, they take your CDs, they throw them in the garbage.
They argue in the lecture.
They argue with you in the middle of the lecture. They get into debates with you for no reason. They write letters about you and publicly embarrass you. Meaning that the only benefit of actually doing this is a connection to Hashem because you love Him. That's it. There's no other else.